I am Dr. W. P. Ganguli from Kamla Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today we are going to discuss the isomerism, and in this we are going to discuss the stereoisomerism. And as we know that there are different types of isomerism, and today we are discussing mainly the what is chirality, what is molecular chirality, and after that what is asymmetric carbon atom and element of symmetry. In case of element of symmetry, there are three parts. One is the plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, and then alternate axis of symmetry. So there are two types of molecule, and chiral and achiral molecules, and it is observed that the molecular structure of the optically active compounds indicate the all compounds are chiral molecules, and therefore we should have to know what is chiral and achiral. So it is observed that what is chiral molecules. So the molecule which is said to be a chiral, if it is not superimposed on its mirror image, and on the other side we can say that the molecule which is superimposed on its mirror image is known as the achiral molecule. So chiral and achiral are the two types of molecule. As we know, alphabets of the alphabet letters, P is the chiral and A is a achiral. So these are the two alphabets. P is a chiral and A is a achiral. So you can see the mirror image of the these alphabets. Similarly, F and J are the chiral. M and the OI is the achiral. So what is chiral, achiral, and different example of the organic compound we are discussing in today's presentations. So in case of stereochemistry of organic compounds, in the part 3, today we are discussing the topics are what is chirality, what is asymmetric carbon atom, element of symmetry, plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, and alternating axis of symmetry. So first part, that is we know what is chirality. So there are two types of molecule, chiral and achiral molecules. So it is observed that optically active compounds indicate that all these compounds have chiral molecules, and a molecule is said to be a chiral if it is not superimposable on its mirror image, and this property is known as superimposibility, and this property is also known as the chirality. And in this case there are two types of molecule, that is a molecule which is superimposable on its mirror image is known as a chiral. So there are two types, one is a chiral molecule and second is achiral. And to understand the chiral and achiral molecules, consider the alphabets of letter P and A. P is chiral and A is achiral. See the mirror image of P and A letter. And similarly, alphabets letter like capital F and J are the chiral, while M and O are achiral. And another examples is our human hands. And here see the mirror image of the hands, and this hand, our hands is a chiral. So because it is not superimposable mirror image, if you see in the mirror. So here is shown how they are showing the mirror image. So this is the capital P showing the mirror image. So they are non-superimposable, and therefore it is a chiral. And on the other side, see here capital A, and mirror image is similar to that. Therefore we can say it is a superimposable mirror image. So here this is non-superimposable and this is superimposable. When there is a non-superimposable, then it is a chiral, and this is a achiral. Similarly, see the hands. This is the object and mirror image. See here now how it is looking. If you see your hands, left hand in the mirror, they look like a light. So see here, and therefore it is a this is also a chiral object, and cannot be superimposed on its mirror image. So these are the examples of the chiral and achiral molecules, and in addition to that also we can say this is another example where this is the achiral. This is the example, this is the object and mirror image of this object, and therefore this object is a achiral object and can be superimposed on its mirror image. So a button, spherical shape, sphere, a cube, and most socks on the other hand are achiral since they are superimposable on their respective mirror images. So these are the examples of chirality. What is chiral and achiral? And so in this figure shown the chiral because they are superimposable on their respective mirror images. So this is the chiral object, and we have seen the alphabets and the hand, which is a chiral molecules. So what is chiral and achiral, that is what is chirality, that we have seen. And now what is asymmetric carbon atom? So here we can say that in this case asymmetric carbon atom, as we know the concept of chirality, that is non-superimposibility of the organic molecule. Chirality in organic molecule arises due to the tetrahedral geometry of the sp3 hybridized carbon. To illustrate this point, consider the molecule of bromochlorofluoromethane, and in this molecule 4 atoms attached to the carbons are different. So here shown the example is bromochlorofluoromethane, and in this molecule 4 atoms attached to the carbons are different, and these 4 atoms are fluorine, chlorine, bromine and hydrogen. So it is shown here. This is the carbon which is attached to 4 different atoms, and therefore mirror image of this is shown here, and this is mirror image. And so this carbon is an asymmetric carbon atom. What is asymmetric carbon atom? When the carbon attached to 4 different atoms are grouped, that carbon is known as asymmetric carbon atom. Here one example is given and its mirror image, and such carbon atom which is attached to the 4 different atoms or group is known as the asymmetric carbon atom or chiral carbon atom. Asymmetric carbon atom or chiral carbon atoms, which is shown here. And it may also be noted that it is this carbon which make the molecule chiral. Because of this presence of asymmetric carbon atom, the molecule is chiral. The molecule of bromochlorofluoromethane is a chiral. It can be represented by the 2 different tetrahedral models shown in the figure structure 1 and 2, which differ in the spatial arrangement of the 4 atoms attached to the chiral carbon. And these 2 structure 1 and 2 are related to each other as the object is related to its mirror image. These 2 models cannot be superimposed on each other, no matter how we twist the molecule without breaking the bond. We might get 2 atoms superimposed, for example hydrogen and fluorine, but chlorine and bromine are reverse. If Cl and Br were superimposed, then bromochlorofluoromethane is a chiral molecule and hence shows optical activity. If the atoms group attached to the carbon atoms are similar, the chirality is lost and the molecule becomes symmetrical, which is shown here. This is one molecule, this is another molecule. These 2 atoms are different in this case in the figure A, but in case of this, these 2 atoms are similar, Br in this case and in this case. So here the chirality is lost and the molecule is symmetrical. So 2 possible models are being shown in this case, bromochlorofluoromethane, and they are non-superimpossibility. So in this case there is a similarity, 2 similar atoms have been used, and therefore chirality is lost, and in this case the molecule become symmetrical. And so we can say that there is a simple rotation about the axis will make the compound superimposable on its mirror image. For example, now we can consider another example shown here in this figure, that consider the molecule of dichlorofluoromethane. It is represented by the 3-dimensional structure 3 and 4 is shown. So this is the structure 3 and this is structure 4. From the mirror image of this compound is shown here, and this is structure 3 and 4. Another structure 3, again if we rotate this through 180 degree, we obtain this structure. Again if we rotate this, then we obtain the original structure number 3. So 2 possible 3-dimensional structures of dichlorofluoromethane is shown here. So these are the 2 Cl and here 2Cl, then again we get similar 3 structure. So when the it is rotated, so this is the rotation axis. If we rotate through 180 degree, we get structure 3, and also it is, if it is rotated through 180, then we get structure 3. So this type of structures are possible. Structure number 4, we are rotated through 180 degree, then again we get the model number 3 or structure number 3. Therefore we can say that molecule of dichlorofluoromethane is a achiral, and hence it is optically inactive. So such type of compound is optically inactive, and therefore we can say that chirality or molecular dissymmetry is the necessary and sufficient condition for the molecule to exhibit optical activity. So this is the important part. Chirality is the necessary and sufficient condition for the molecule to show optical activity. So there should be a chirality in the molecule to show this property. Now element of symmetry. In this case of element of symmetry, there are 3 types of element of symmetry: plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, and alternating axis of symmetry. So it is shown that the superimposibility of the object and its mirror image can be tested with the help of element of symmetry. So what is now here? The superimposibility of the object or the image or its mirror image can be tested with the help of 3 elements of symmetry, such as plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, or alternative axis of symmetry. Chiral molecules do not have any element of symmetry. Now remember, this is very important in case of element of symmetry. Chiral molecules are there, they do not have any element of symmetry, but achiral molecule have at least one or more element of symmetry. So chiral and achiral molecules are very important. Chiral molecules do not have any element of symmetry, but achiral molecule have at least one or more element of symmetry. So one by one we are discussing these molecules, and here number 1 is the plane of symmetry. So what is plane of symmetry? It is observed that most commonly used element of symmetry is the plane of symmetry. So most commonly used element of symmetry is the plane of symmetry, and here it is defined as plane which divide the molecule into 2 identical parts, one of which appear to be a mirror image of the other half. Then it is known as the plane of symmetry. For example, a person or hat has a plane of symmetry as shown here. See here now, this is the person, and if you draw the line in through the middle, then it shows this is the plane, and divide this plane into this is the plane of symmetry into equal part. 2 equal parts are there. So person has a plane of symmetry. So this is very important. What is most commonly observed element of symmetry is the plane of symmetry. Plane of symmetry is defined as the imaginary plane which divide the molecule into 2 equal parts or hull, such that one half of the molecule is a mirror image of the other. So if you divide this, then it is a mirror image of the other. So in this way, so there is a plane of symmetry, and some more examples have been given here how the plane of symmetry can make 2 equal halves. So these are another examples, and this is the example of plane of symmetry. One is a 2-chloropropane and another is mesotartaric acid. So in this case there is a plane of symmetry. So this is the structure of the 2-chloropropane. So 2-chloro, 1, 2, 3, 2-chloropropane. 3 carbons are there, and this is the plane, imaginary plane, which divide the molecule into 2 equal parts. In the similar way, in mesotartaric acid, this is the structure of mesotartaric acid, and this is the imaginary plane which divide the molecule into 2 equal parts. So this is the plane of symmetry is there, and where the plane of symmetry is there, then the molecule is not showing any chirality. So chirality is important, but here this plane of symmetry is present, then they do not show any isomeric forms. So here plane of symmetry is very important, and in this case example is shown. What is the plane of symmetry? So again I am here giving example. A plane of symmetry is defined as it is the imaginary plane which divide the molecule into 2 equal parts. such that one half of the molecule into two equal halves, such that one half of the molecule is mirror image of the other. Now here figure is shown. In the first figure, 2-chloropropane has a plane of symmetry which is perpendicular to the plane of the paper and passes through the Cl, C and H. So Cl is there, C is there, H is there in the first example. Similarly, mesotartaric acid has a plane of symmetry which is perpendicular to the plane of the paper and passes through the midpoint of the carbon-carbon bond shown in the second B structure B. Therefore, both these molecules are achiral because they have plane of symmetry. Molecules which have plane of symmetry are achiral because they can be superimposed on their respective mirror images and hence they are optically inactive. So such type molecules are achiral. So they have the plane of symmetry. This molecule also have plane of symmetry, therefore they are achiral and therefore they are optically inactive. On the other side, now if you see the another figure on the right side, in that case here we can consider the example of 2-butanol, and this another example is lactic acid. So in case of this is the example of 2-butanol. In this case no plane of symmetry and this is chiral. This is lactic acid, no plane of symmetry and again it is a chiral. So see here, this is the imaginary plane but cannot be divided into two equal parts. In this case also not possible to make the two equal parts. So these two molecules are chiral and therefore they show optical activity or optically active compounds. So on the other side we can say that in case of 2-butanol and the lactic acid do not have plane of symmetry and therefore they are chiral molecules. They cannot be superimposed on their respective mirror images and are optically inactive. So structure is shown here. So these two different structures are here. These are optically inactive and these are optically active because chirality is there. And second is the center of symmetry. Now in case of center of symmetry is defined as the point from which line when drawn on one side and produce an equal distance on the other side. In that case identical point, then so you see here the example 2,4-dimethyl cyclobutane is the example. And here important part is, so center of symmetry, it is defined as the point from which if line is drawn or any group on both the sides to an equal distance, it divides the molecule into two equal parts which are mirror images of each other. Such type of symmetry is known as the center of symmetry. And example is a lactic acid. As we know, lactic acid is a chiral molecule because of this fact that it has a chiral carbon atom and its molecule cannot be divided into identical parts in any plane. Lactic acid is therefore optically inactive. Lactic acid is optically active because it is having a chiral. Now if we make any two atoms attached to the chiral carbon atoms of lactic acid identical, as in case of the propionic acid, the molecule cannot be or can now be divided into two identical parts in the vertical plane, and therefore in propionic acid the carbon atom become a chiral. Propionic acid should be optically inactive. Lactic acid is optically active, but propionic acid is optically inactive. So see the example here is shown. This is the lactic acid optically active and this is the propionic acid optically inactive. So here any point when we draw line, then it cannot make the two equal part. So in both the case, but this is the this lactic acid is optically active and propionic acid is optically inactive, and because two similar atoms are there, and in this way we can discuss the center of symmetry. So again now consider the dimethyl ketopiperazine, another example. It exists in two geometrical isomeric forms. One is a Cis and other is trans form. Cis isomer has element of symmetry and therefore it is a chiral. While trans isomer has center of symmetry, and hence it is a achiral. So one is having cis isomer having cis isomer has element of symmetry, and hence is a chiral, while trans isomer has center of symmetry and hence is a achiral. So here is shown example. In this molecule no element of symmetry because it is a chiral, and this molecule is can be divided into two equal parts. If any line drawn through this, then it can make the two equal parts, half part here in this way, any line drawn. So it is a cis isomer because similar atoms are present on the one side. So this is the cis compound and no element of symmetry in that, therefore it is a chiral. Whereas in this case of trans isomer, it has a it is a achiral because they have center of symmetry. See now here, if we make the line in this way, so two half parts are there. You can make line from this, we get two half part. So it is a achiral and this is a chiral molecule. We cannot make the, so cis isomer is a chiral, but is trans isomer is a achiral. So because trans isomer have center of symmetry. So this is one example, this is another example, and here also shown the center of symmetry. So this is the example, and here you can draw the line from the center point, so it make the two equal part. So in this way, center of symmetry is, if it is present, then the molecule is not chiral and optically active. So this is second, center of symmetry. And third part is now alternate axis of symmetry. In this case, a molecule is said to be n-fold alternating axis of symmetry if the rotation taking place through the angle of 360 degree about the axis, and after that followed by reflection in a plane perpendicular to the axis, and therefore in this case we can consider the example that is the C2H5CH3CH, and rotation of the molecule through 90 degree passes through the center of the ring perpendicular to the plane, and in that case they show different types of structure we obtain. So here molecule shows here A figure shows rotation of molecule through 90 degree about the AB axis, gives the molecule B, which is shown diagrammatically here. So when this structure, this is the Z plus and here Z minus and Z plus, this is the structure A. When it is rotated through the 90 degree, we get the structure B, and B and C are the having, this is the reflection through the plane of perpendicular to the axis AB. So this is the AB axis, and this is the reflection. So in this way we obtain this type. So through 90 degree, the structure is rotated through 90 degree, we get this. Again we rotate 90 degree, we get the first one. So in this way 4 fold are there. So in this way, if the such type of alternate axis of symmetry is present in the compounds, and therefore optically they are inactive, because they are here rotation of the molecule, structure number A, through the 90 degree about the axis AB, then we obtain the molecule B. The reflection of B gives the original molecule A. In this way, molecule has 4-fold alternating axis of symmetry, and therefore it is known as such type of molecule is a achiral, because they show alternate axis of symmetry. Therefore, the molecule is achiral, optically inactive. Therefore, we can say that 1-fold alternating axis correspond to the plane of symmetry. 2-fold alternating axis correspond to the center of symmetry, and absence of alternating axis of symmetry is the necessary and sufficient condition for the molecule to exhibit optical activity. So important condition is absence of alternating axis of symmetry is the necessary and sufficient condition. It is the sufficient condition for the molecule to exhibit optical activity. So there should not be any alternate axis of symmetry. If there is a alternate axis of symmetry, then optically it is inactive, and therefore for optically active substance they should not have any alternate axis of symmetry, 1-fold, 2-fold or any 4-fold. So in this way, this is the third alternate axis of symmetry. So this is one example, and when we rotate through 90 we get this. Again it is rotated through 90, we get this one. So in this way, and this is the reflection of this B, and C are the reflection of the C is the reflection of this B, and so in this way we obtain different alternate axis of symmetry. So if the molecule have alternate axis of symmetry, then it is optically inactive, and therefore necessary and sufficient condition is that the molecule should not have alternate axis of symmetry. This is an important, and then the molecule is optically they can show optical activity. If the molecule should not have alternate axis of symmetry, then they show this optical activity. So if the molecule have axis of symmetry, then they do not show any optical activity. So these are the three elements of symmetry: plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, and the alternate axis of symmetry. So today we stop here, and we will discuss another part, enantiomers, diastereomers, in the next lecture. So today we have discussed different aspects about the isomerism, and here today we have seen what is chiral, what is achiral, what is meant by the asymmetric carbon atom. So all this is the molecular chirality, and then element of symmetry, what is plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, and the alternate axis of symmetry with an examples.